we are going to talk about minimalism and how is my journey going. So I am in the path of becoming a minimalist, but it is something that I know that is not going to be, how do I say, it's not going to be easy, and I don't think it's going to happen soon. I also don't think it's going to happen like dramatically. Like I'm not going to become that person that has just like 5 dresses, 3 pairs of shoes, 5 pants. So no, I am very realistic. So when it comes to minimalism, I think that I am very, very realistic, that as long as I am, in that path of trying to become one, I think that that's going to give me the satisfaction of living my life knowing that I don't want to be a hoarder. I don't continue buying. I don't continue on the path of like not even caring about if I spending a lot, if I am, addicted to shopping and all that crap. So right now, I'm still struggling. So I feel that I am also aware of that. So I do feel that trying to be a minimalist, or trying to be a person that buys less, or tries to, how do I say that, to control the tendencies of buying, control this addiction, because I do consider it to be an addiction. It's not something easy. I feel that it is an addiction. So I've been doing my research. I will read a lot, watch a lot of videos. So I am just trying to see, how to help myself. And this is why I'm recording this, just to, show you my journey and also keep track of how I'm doing as time goes by. I found out the other day, seeing a video about this girl also trying to be a minimalist, that she did mention stuff, like she does mention about having an image, and that makes you want to buy again. So that's also something that I struggle, because recently I spent like almost $500 just buying for dresses because I had a quinceañera. And if you tell me like, do you have dresses in your closet? I will tell you, yes, I do. But there was going to be a lot of people. There was going to be a lot of family, friends, and people were even traveling from other places to come to this quinceañera. So I was like, wow, it's going to be something big. I have to look good. So what I did is I looked, in my closet, I looked around. There was not really anything that I was like, I want to buy, so also I wanted a dress or a set. So I wanted a skirt, very sexy. I was like, okay, I want something tight. I want something that is like either a set or a dress that shows my midsection, just like a little strap of skin that would show, and I wanted that. And I was like very stubborn. I don't know why. I was very stubborn. I was like, I want to look good. I want to show just that part of my belly, just that strap. And I wanted that. So I looked around my closet. I don't have really much, and if I wanted something that has a set, so I wanted a skirt and a top that were like a set, so they were like a combination, like that it would match. So I've seen that a lot. So I do go a lot to these stores that have those type of skirts, like sets. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna go to that store. I went through a lot of places. I went to the mall. I went to those stores that I'm telling you that they usually have those sets. I went to Windsor. Windsor is one of my favorite stores for dresses. I went to so many places, and guess what? Like, I procrastinated. I didn't find anything. So I ended up going online. I went to I went to Shein, I went to Temu, I went to AliExpress, I went to Fashion Nova, because those are right now the prices that I can afford, just because at the same time I'm trying to pay my student loan. I have like almost 20 something dollars of student loans, and on top of that I'm trying to find a dress or whatever, an outfit that was gonna fit, and I wanted to pay less than 100, less. So I ended up probably like spending 500, but it was like on the combination of everything, and on the journey of that, I'm like, trying to find the dress, I ended up buying more stuff, because I went to I don't know if it was Burlington, Ross, or Marshalls. I usually like to go to those places. I ended up buying more dresses that I found that fit me nicely, but not for the occasion of the quinceañera. All right, so that's what happened, you guys. And so just to, make this story short, I ended up buying something at one of the stores, and then the time was just like flying. I didn't have a lot of time. I was working a lot as a trainer, and then I was like, I still have time, and then the time came, and I was like rushing. It really made me stressed out because I was like, oh my god, like nothing is like fitting me at these stores that I usually go. There was nothing, like actually there was nothing there. And that's so ironic, because just when you go to a store and you're like, okay, I'm just like looking around, I'm not gonna buy nothing, you end up finding so many beautiful like outfits. And when you do go to a store with like the desire of like, okay, I'm gonna get an outfit because I have a party, there's nothing. So I was like, oh my god, there's like nothing. And this is the first time actually it has ever happened to me, because usually when I travel or when I have like a wedding, whatever, I have a dress. Like I usually like try my clothes and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna wear for this wedding or this occasion, and I have it. But this time, for some reason, there was like nothing out there for me. There was nothing in my closet that I wanted to wear. So that's what happened. Fortunately, I did find something nice that my mom liked it a lot, and she was like, yeah, it looked good on you. So I ended up wearing that, but I wasn't really happy with it. Just people around me were telling me that it looked nice, but I was like, I didn't feel good. It was nice, like in a way, but it was not like how I wanted to feel, like very like, I don't know, beautiful with my outfit. It was just okay. I think that my shoes made the outfit better, also my hair, because I straightened my hair. So but you guys, yeah, so that's my journey right now. I have to pay back. Like I'm actually like returning all the dresses. I even bought on Amazon, because I know that in Amazon you get the dresses fast, but there was nothing that I could find like that was really, really pretty. I ended up finding other stuff that were nice, but they were not for the occasion of the quinceañera. It's just like casual dresses that fit really nice. And the other day I went to Macy's, and then in Macy's I did find a really nice dress of Calvin Klein. I do love Calvin Klein, is one of my favorite brands. But yeah, so I am actually returning most of, like probably 80% of the dresses that I bought for the quinceañera. I'm just gonna keep like 3 or 4. But talking back to the minimalism, I feel like, that's the image that I want to keep, because I feel like if I wear a dress, I will not wear the same dress on another occasion, because I'm like, okay, people already saw me with that dress. So sometimes if you do want to, continue on the path of minimalism, I feel like you have to be less, like, I don't know how to say, like less conceited, less like all about like your image, less like materialistic. You have to be less I don't know how to say it, but I think you know what I'm trying to say. You have to be less caring of what people think about you, especially, because that's, as a woman, we always want to look good. We always want to be like, I want to wear a dress or whatever, an outfit that nobody has seen. There's going to be lots of people there. So that was my mentality. But at the same time, what happened? I ended up spending so much money just because I wanted to look good that day. And it wasn't like worth it at the end. I didn't even find anything that I was happy with, So think about that. Think about like, why do you want to keep this image? Like at the end, like nobody really cares. Sometimes it's just us that we think that we are, the people are looking at us, or that we just want to keep this image. But at the same time, I feel like nobody cares, So keep that in mind. That's one of the things, Another thing that I was like, while I was doing my research, I found out is that we get bored. Like I think I've mentioned this on some of my videos. We get bored of like wearing the same clothes. So something that has worked for me is hide the clothes that you don't want to wear, like stuff that you don't want to wear at this time, maybe in the winter. Hide it and just put it in a bin, and then later when I open it, maybe in like 5-6 months, it's still something that I want to wear, and I'm like, oh my god, I haven't seen this in a while, I want to try it, I like it, and do that. But other than that, that's like my journey for today. That's what I've been going through. It's really hard. It's extremely hard. Like having a shopping addiction is really hard because, you know, also another thing that I found out recently is that I went to the mall because my family was going to the mall, and I was like, you know, I don't want to go, but I was like, okay, I'm just gonna spend time with them. And I went, and I found a dress, like I said, at Macy's, that it was so pretty, and it looked, oh my god, really good at me. And I was like, I want to buy it, and it was $150. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go to Poshmark, see if I can find it online for a new dress. And I did find it for like 50 or 70. So the thing is, like, I already want that dress so bad, and I think I'm gonna buy it. But exposure, you know, that's what I want to talk to, like the image that you have, you know, like this image that you want to keep, like, oh, you have to wear different dresses or different clothes every time people see you, because, you know, we don't have to, you know. One of the things for minimalism is that I've realized that you have to be less, you know, into yourself if you become a minimalist, because having a lot of stuff, of course, is gonna make you have this image, but we want to have more quality and less of it, you know, less. So one of the things would be like having 2 of each, or having a limit. Something that has helped me is have a limit. Like yesterday I was repotting my plants, and I was like, oh my god, I have a big box of like plant stuff, like, you know, pots. And I was like, okay, you have to have a limit. Like, just have this box and that's it. Because yesterday I went to Walmart and I found this beautiful pot of like a mushroom, and I was like, oh my god, I want it. So this is the last thing I say: exposure. You want to be aware that when you expose yourself to, like, as for me, you know, when I go to Walmart, I saw the pots and I love plants, and I was like, oh my god, I want that pot. And then I went to Macy's, I was like, oh, I want that dress. So it's like a person trying to lose weight. You're not gonna take that person to like a pizza place or like an ice cream place, you know, or like a cake place, because that person's gonna be tempted. And those are the things that I want to start working on. I want to stop being tempted. All right, I'll see you next time. Have a wonderful day. God bless you.